Okay, in this video we are going to talk about how to edit and change a roadmap or an arrangement. We're going to talk about editing slides, how to do that once they're in this new master arrangement format, and how to create a new arrangement if you have a band that's doing a song a little bit differently, or you have to add like a reprise and you want to put it in there as just a small portion of the song. So first I want to work in the other template format, which has a black background and white words, just because I like to look at it that way. But just to refresh how we change a template, I'm going to click on this slide, I'm going to select all, and then I'm going to apply the Liberty Worship Slides template. I'm going to go with the Union Square upper third, black background, white letters. So that's what we're working with. So first things first is if there's something that I need to edit in a song, I would right click and I would click edit slide, and here I'm editing the master arrangement. And so anything that I edit here in the pre-chorus or in the verse will change every time the verse shows up. So for example, if I was, as we've selected other arrangements before, let's say I'm in my main arrangement, which obviously has several choruses, several pre-choruses. Let's say I notice a problem in one of these pre-choruses here. So in this pre-chorus, if I click edit from this slide, it's going to take me in here, and I've got my entire arrangement that I'm working with. But if I edit this pre-chorus slide right here, you'll notice if I lowercase this U here, it will then change it everywhere it shows up in the pre-chorus. You see this? So when you're editing slides that are in the arrangement format, understand that they're editing a master, and everywhere that it shows up, it makes the change. So also, I should say this, ProPresenter 6 auto saves. So don't forget to save often when you're in ProPresenter 5. So as I mentioned before, you don't want to, if your band decides to skip a pre-chorus or something like that, you don't ever want to delete slides from in here. Once we have things built into a master arrangement, we want to edit and take away slides from this. So if, for instance, this pre-chorus is wrong and they're going to go straight from verse 2 into the chorus because you've rehearsed with them and found that out, we're going to take the pre-chorus out by just clicking the X on the pre-chorus in the arrangement manager, and as you see, it adjusted there. If we made a mistake and we want to put it back in, we just drag and drop it back in. That is how you will always edit an arrangement, never by clicking and deleting and adding slides in here. If the entire master is wrong and you need to add a new section, the way that you do that is click the gear, go to your master, which then breaks everything down into its singular groups, and then you can add an extra slide here, change the group name. We're going to make this one a bridge. We don't actually need a bridge in this case, so I would maybe delete this if I don't need it, but you're going to add and edit all of your big stuff in the master in that way. So let's just get rid of this. We don't need it. So we're back in here. We're in our main arrangement. Let's say we've created this, and then let's say hypothetically we want to throw this song in at the end of the service, but we only want to do, let's say, one pre-chorus or two pre-choruses and two choruses. We're going to reprise the song. What would we do then? Do we just add this song into our playlist and only click through the right things, or can we just make a new arrangement that's just a reprise? So we can do that. So we click the gear and click add new arrangement. We already have a main in there, but we're going to call this a reprise. And if you want, you can even be more specific, and you can say bridge and chorus only. I like capital letters. Okay, so we're going to create a new arrangement. Now it's given me an option of a new arrangement, and of course it drops in one of everything. Well, I don't want to do this, so I'm going to get rid of the verses. I don't need that. I am going to use a pre-chorus and a chorus. I'm not going to use the other verses. I'm not going to use the second pre-chorus. Probably not going to need an instrumental, but I will use the end. Again, I always start with the CCLI on a blank slide because it allows me to throw up my worship background and display my CCLI information. And then I'm going to say, in this case, we're going to do two pre-choruses. So I'm going to drag a pre-chorus in here, and we're going to do 2 choruses. And so now I have a CCLI blank pre-chorus, pre-chorus, chorus, chorus, and an end. And I can edit this on the fly if they're going to end up doing 4 choruses. Let's say we rehearse that and decide it's 4 choruses. Easy addition to just drop some extra choruses in there so I know exactly what they're going to do for their roadmap. Now the way this would play out in a service is, let's say that I'm in here doing some kind of Union Square default service, and I've taken Alive and I've dropped it into my playlist, which I'm noticing the orange, so I'm just going to save just so I don't ruin anything. So I go into this arrangement manager, and I'm going to do it at the end of the service too. So I've got it once in here, and now I'm going to put it a second time in here because I'm going to reprise it at the end. So the first time, I'm going to click on the first one, go to this arrangement manager, I'm going to choose the main, and then I go to my second one, and I'm going to make sure that it is selected for my reprise, bridge and chorus only, so that the first time it shows up in my set list, in my playlist, I've got the main arrangement, which you'll see up here. It tells you what arrangement you're on, and then the second time I hit it, it tells me the other arrangement. So that is how you adjust slides and arrangements using the arrangement manager.